Hello everyone, I'm back again, back with another video. It's been a while. You see my controller kind of, you know what, who cares, my controller was fucked, so I had to get a new one. Anyway, we're back with another video. And today I wanted to do something a bit different. So the other day, I was going through YouTube, you know, and I saw one of gw2's Fusion's old videos on, it's like the top 5 best fucking PCs or something, I don't know. And I was like, I want to share my opinions on YouTube as well. That definitely didn't go wrong before, or at all even. So I decided, you know what, fuck it. I thought I would make my own version of the top, or ranking all of the soldiers from what I think is worst to best. Now, I'm going to be ranking these based off of not only when I've used them, but from when I've versed off against them in PvP. So that would be Team Vanquish, Turf. I'll just take everything into consideration from my own experience playing them and playing against them. So some characters obviously I haven't like played lots, but I have versed against them lots. I mean, I've played this game for quite some time now, so I think I could give a decent ranking of where these would place. But of course, it's just my opinion. Some of you might think differently. That's alright. Let us know in the comments. That'd be very good. That being said, get into it. Coming in the number 10 spot, dead last, we have Centurion. A lot of people probably saw us coming. After all, his main gimmick is to be like a long-range soldier. Like, you know, he's quite accurate, as you can see there. And he doesn't have auto fire. Like, you have to manually press R1 or R2 or whatever the fuck you use to shoot. I don't really care. Either way, he's a long-range soldier. And the thing about that is that he's just really outclassed by Camel Ranger. Camel Ranger just does everything this guy does, but like 2 times better. Better damage, better firing rate, I think. Better accuracy. I think he has better accuracy either way. Just use Camel Ranger. Don't unless you're getting the max rank, just don't play this guy. There's just no point in you playing him. Coming up in 9th is General Supremo. It's kind of the same situation as Centurion, because you see, you know, he's like fast firing rate, as you can see here. He has like the infinite ammo thing, and if you shoot long enough, as you can see in a minute, he overheats. So he's like an all-star. But it's like, in the end, it's just like, he basically does reload anyway, so he's just kind of like Reg Soldier, but like, way worse. He does like half the damage, he's not as accurate, I don't think. See there? He's just like, just why? It's not a case of just getting outclassed. It's like, sure, he's not that bad of a character in his own, but there's another variant of Soldier that's way better. Coming in the number 8 spot, we have Park Ranger. Park Ranger, quite like the other soldiers, or like quite a lot of them, has like a fast fire rate on this. Not as fast as some other ones like Reg Soldier and Arctic Trooper, but whenever you shoot the ground, it puts this like sort of like stink cloud effect there, which will deal damage over time. This could be pretty useful when playing things like Turf, where there's lots of plants in one area, where you can deal like damage like to multiple plants at a time, or to stop the plants from getting to like the capture point or something. So I don't play much Turf, so I don't know if this is like used a lot, but I think it could be pretty good in certain situations. So I've used him a bit. I've used him a bit recently. As you can see, I've not played much of him, but he is a pretty fun character to play, and he does get work done. Although his DPS isn't the greatest. Well, it is still pretty good. He's a soldier, but there are other ones that are better than him. That being said, though, he is still pretty good. Coming in at number 7, we have Sky Trooper. So you can see, Sky Trooper, pretty good DPS, pretty good, you know, firing rate, pretty good damage, you know, it gives him pretty good damage. His problem, however, is his lack of ammo. So as you can see here, let me fire his weapon again. His ammo goes down really quickly, making him a bit of a problem against high health opponents. Well, not a problem, the problem is you are the problem. And by problem, I mean not to them, to yourself, you're fucked. So against things like Citron and Torchwood, especially Torchwood, and if he has Leaf Shield, he's just impossible to kill. You're just not going to kill high health plants, basically, with this guy. Although, if you're in a full lobby full of pea shooters, sunflowers, cactuses, low health plants about the place everywhere, you're probably going to drop kick the fuck out of all of them. In 1v1s against low health plants, this guy just destroys. But in high health plants, you're versing high health plants, you're probably not going to do as good. Coming in the number 6 spot, we have Camel Ranger. So Camel Ranger, as you can see here, has pretty good range, pretty good damage, like, you know. His range is pretty good, so like if I can hit one of these plants, 11 damage, 15 now. So if you're thinking, this damage, like this firing rate with 15 damage from across the map, that's pretty good. That rivals that like Cactus. And Cactus's whole thing is that, well, she's a long-range character. So considering he's doing that, that's pretty good. Apart from that though, he's not that good. He's good at long range, good at medium range, close range not that good. He's just alright. There's nothing bad about him. He's just bit of a weird one. He's definitely really good, but outside of long range he kinda struggles a bit. But he's still pretty good. Starting off our top 5, we have Tank Commander. Tank Commander only has 1 bullet, but this 1 bullet does 65 damage at close range anyway. It's a bit different depending on if you hit him directly, if you hit him at long range, but like, if you're like, well, most of the time it's gonna do like 65 damage, 60 if you have no damage upgrade, which is pretty good. So like, if I start 65, 65, 65, you're gonna kill most plants within 2 or 3 shots. However, his main problem is that he relies a lot on the reload upgrade. So like, look, this is pretty fast firing rate right there. If we take off, character upgrades, if we take off both of his reloads, then you'll probably see a bit of a difference. 65. Look, he's a lot more slower. So while he is still kinda useful without them, in order to actually reach his full potential, he relies heavily on these 2 reload upgrades, which does kind of leave him from getting a higher position. That being said though, he is still really good. Being able to do 65 damage at this pace is a very good thing to have, and considering there is quite a few plants that can get 2-shotted by him, he is a really solid pick if you want to play a soldier, hence why he is number 5 on the list. Coming in the number 4 spot is the other soldier with the whole low ammo, high damage gimmick, and that is Scuba Soldier. Scuba Soldier, quite a lot like Tank Commander, has not much ammo, but does high damage. He does 50 damage, not 60, unlike Tank Commander. However, he has 2 ammo. Now, if you're pretty bad at maths, let me just quickly tell you that 2 is double that 1, which means that he has double the ammo that Tank Commander has, and as you can see here, he could fire quite a bit faster, that means. And like I said before, a lot of characters will get 2-shotted by Tank Commander. So, well, that's not really the case for Scuba Soldier, because Scuba Soldier does 50 damage. Get damage upgrade, that's 110. So you can get characters really low. So like, what you could do is, let me make a demonstration. You could like hit someone from across the map, and then like from far away, jump in, and bang bang, they're dead. You know, you could do something like that. Whereas with Tank Commander, your options, well, you can still do that. It's just like, you know, 2 ammo. Like, you can't like, you know, avoid that. He's got more ammo, which kind of just means he's better by default, because his damage is better. Like, I don't really know how you want me to say it to you. He's just better. Coming into the 3rd spot, we have Arctic Trooper. So Arctic Trooper is quite a lot like a normal soldier, has around about the same fire rate, does a bit less damage. So what makes him so good? Well, he has the chill effect, or the freeze, ice element, the icy thing, the ice thing. And what this does is, the more you shoot a target, the slower they'll become until they're completely frozen still for like a couple of seconds. Which, with some characters, that's not really that good. So like Ice Cactus, because you need to, because she fires slow, you need to be accurate to use her, because most of the time you're going to be across the map. She tends to not really get much use of it. Arctic Trooper, however, fires really fast. You can just spray at someone and they're probably going to freeze still, which is really good against high health plants such as Iron, Citron and Torchwood, which most characters normally don't do that well against, unless you've obviously just bundling the fuck out of them, which often happens. But you're by yourself, Arctic Trooper is one of the only characters that can deal with Torchwoods just on their own, which is a really good thing to have, because Torchwood's a fucking pain. This alone does make him pretty good, and on top of that, he also has a pretty decent DPS. All this combined makes Arctic Trooper a really solid character, definitely deserving a spot in the top 3. The top 2 was pretty hard to decide. Each one of these characters, or the both of them, have their own uses, or a lot of uses actually, that make them pretty good. In fact, really good, like top 10 characters in the game probably, good. But I've came to the decision that I'm going to give second place to Super Commando. Super Commando, as you can see here, pretty good range. Each one of these shots do probably about 15 damage-ish, so let me check. Oh, you fucking dumb up. About 13 damage. To the head, it probably does a bit more. My aim is dog shit, so I'm not even going to embarrass myself trying to do that. This guy can be really good damage. He has a really good DPS. I know he was better in Garden Warfare 1 because you'd get an ammo upgrade for him. No, you can't. But he's still really good. If you get like even more reload upgrades, even without the reload upgrades, he's still pretty good. Well, like he's not that good. He's not like Tank Commander bad without them, but he is still pretty good. Like you still use him. But he's just, his damage is just so good, especially at long range. The fact that you, like, he's just like Camel Ranger, but like better, but you could still use him. I mean, he's just good, just use him, he's good. He's definitely one of the best soldiers. The fact he just has, he's so versatile is like really good. You can use him at long range, medium range. In any situation, he's just a really good character that you're probably going to want to use. And coming into the #1 spot, we have the original, the OG, the one and only Foot Soldier. So you might be wondering, okay, how is the regular variant for Soldier the best one? And honestly, your guess is as good as mine. You're going to have to consult PopCap about this one, because I don't know why they made this guy this good. He does 10 damage a shot, like his bullets on a headshot can do 10 damage maximum, which is kind of fucking insane considering his fire rate. He's good at close range, good at medium range, he's pretty good at long range, if you have to use him. He's good, you put him in any game mode, in any situation, he's probably gonna do at least 8 out of 10 in like 90% of the time. And even then, sometimes he does even better. He's just such a good character in so many situations that he has to get the #1 spot. He's just so good. And also keep in mind, he's really easy to use as well, like he's just a machine gun character. Doesn't take that much skill to use him, and he's just insanely good for how little skill you need to use him. Like, sure, you get like characters like Toxic Range and Iron Sitzen, which are like really good, like 10 out of 10 at certain things. But this guy's just like really good. Not best in the game good, but like really good at pretty much every situation. And that's why a lot of people will say that Reg Soldier is the best soldier. And that includes me, giving him the #1 spot. So there you have it. There's my ranking of all the individual soldiers in Garden Warfare 2 from what I think is worst to best. Hope you all enjoyed or maybe even agreed with the majority of my list. If you didn't, then that's fine. Let us know in the comments, like I said earlier. Be very appreciated. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.